I'll just get like random revelations sometimes. And something that I thought of just recently, I keep hearing about how God is a jealous God. And this is a verse that I never was aware of. I never understood God being jealous. Like, those are two words that just like don't match up with me. You know, we think God is just like this always positive and happy type dude. And it's like, no, God can be jealous. He can pour out his wrath on people, and he wants to be the only God that we have. And when I say other gods, I don't mean just other human beings or false idols. This can also be your phone. This can be money. This can be a relationship that you were in. And so I was just thinking about recently, like the earthquakes in Venezuela, and how they were in the middle of worshiping John the Baptist and having a huge celebration. And that's precisely the exact moment that these earthquakes happened, and they killed many people. And in a video I was watching about it, there was a guy that was like, you know, oh, everyone's talking about Venezuela and everything like that, but it made me realize like I have my own gods in my own life that I'm putting above God. And I just pray he like shakes me out of that and, like, you know, really wakes me up so I can not have those false gods above him, you know, whatever this is for you. But it literally reminded me of this old relationship that I have, and I connected it just, you know, the like I think it was yesterday, the day before or something. Um, but basically this is when I was first just starting to walk in my faith. I swear I had just gotten saved in January, and then in February I got into this relationship, and it was really serious. Like, I was really, really in love with this person, and in my mind, like we were gonna get married, you know. And it was just one of those relationships that moved really fast, and we were just already like emotionally wise fast, I mean, and we were just already like so in love with each other, and so, you know, talking about marriage and like our life that we were gonna build together, all that. And after like a month, I think, you guys, that person that I was dating, like, literally blocked me out of the blue one day, like mid fight, because we were arguing about something or something like that. And back when I used to argue with people, I don't argue with anyone anymore because I just think we need to just communicate, and there should be no type of bickering, arguing, fighting. But I mean, this person was not a believer, and like I said, they just blocked me one day out of the blue, and like I have never heard from this person since that day. And I was so upset, dude. This was, like I said, in the beginning of my faith walk, so I wasn't very close to God. I was still a very worldly person, even though I just started believing in him again. Just started listening to worship music again. You know, my mind was just starting to shift from worldly to godly. You know what I mean? And dude, this person was not a believer. And like I said, when they stopped talking to me, I was so angry. I was so depressed. I truly was in just such a dark time in my life. And so I didn't even realize like how much I was relying on this person to be my emotional support in my life. I didn't even realize how damaging it was to me to be constantly, you know, talking with this person at like every second of the entire day, every day. And you know what I realized? I just had like this revelation that like I made this person my God, you guys. Like, I truly did. And that's why I feel like right now in my faith walk, I don't want a relationship. I don't want to date anybody. Like, I just want to be in relationship with God, because now I know he's a jealous God. And I actually, I could not leave this person I was in. Whoa, couldn't not leave this relationship that I was in, because even though we had our struggles, and even though I knew God didn't want me to be with this person because he was not a believer in Jesus, like, I heard that for the first time and I just like ignored it. And I was just like, that's a deal breaker, but I love this person so much that I'm not going to leave them just because they don't believe in Jesus. And more and more, I started just seeing the signs that they're so worldly. They're not like Jesus. Like, this cannot be my person forever. And I just never had the strength to leave this person because I was just so infatuated and in love with them and wanted them in my life because they were just like my best friend. And so, like I said, you guys, God gave me so many warnings, warning after warning, and then eventually this person just stopped talking to me. And I realize now God was jealous. He was jealous of that relationship that I had because he saw that I was making this person my God in my life, and they were just way too extremely important and of way more importance than God. I stopped waking up reading my Bible in the morning and said I would wake up and text them good morning first thing in the morning. And God was like, you know what, I'm not going to have this, I'm going to make this person just like stop talking to you forever, and it's going to hurt so bad. But sometimes things break our heart so they can save our soul. And truly, I feel like that's what happened here. And I did not understand it until months later. Like, this was months ago. This was in February. It's July now. And I'm just now understanding, like, what really happened was that, like, God wanted my whole heart. He wants your whole heart. He does not want you to have any other idols above him. Phone, money, career, relationship, nothing. Like, none of that is going to come with us when we die. You know what I mean? And God is the only thing that matters. Where your heart lies with him is absolutely the only thing that matters. So, yeah, I just had to talk about this because I just be getting these crazy revelations from God about things that happened in my past. And, like, what's that verse is, you may not understand what I'm doing now, but later you will understand, is truly my whole life, because I go through the craziest things and then later looking back on it, I'm like, whoa, just in the most random parts of my day, I'm like, dude, like, God was moving there, like, truly moving in my life. But I love you guys so much, and Jesus loves you, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.